Here we're asked to graph the following square root functions. So the first one here, we have a couple different transformations, an a, an h, and a k. The first step that I would do here is I'm kind of going to make an xy table at the end of this for my coordinates. The first one that I always choose is the one that will give me 0 inside the square root, because that really should always kind of cancel out this a value too, because I do 1 minus 1, which is 0. The square root of 0, still 0. 2 times 0, still 0. And then we subtract 5 from that, which gets us negative 5. So there's like my first coordinate that I'm dealing with. And it's usually easiest to start with it. And it's kind of always the h and the k value on these equations here. So the second one that I want to do is I want to choose selective x values that help make this easier on me. So I'm going to choose 2 because I know that 2 minus 1 is 1, and I know the square root of 1 is also 1. So if I choose an x value of 2, which I put over here in my table, and then I start doing the math, it becomes 2 times the square root of 1 minus 5. The square root of 1 is 1, times 2 is just 2, and 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So I'm choosing x values that make the math easy. And the last one, so that's, let me plot that, 0.2, negative 3. I plotted this red point wrong, my fault. And the third point, I guess, is what I will say is I'm going to choose an x value of 5, because I know if I plug in 5, it'll be 5 minus 1, which is 4, and the square root of 4 is just 2. So then I just finished off the math here. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. And there is my function here. And it keeps going off to the right there. So again, selectively choosing x values that are helpful to us and make it easy for us to do the math when we plug in those x values. With square roots, we want to try and make whatever's inside the square root a perfect square.